Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Fasten Light on normal mode. I'm Captain Eleron. When we last left you, we were at the end of Sector 2, about to head to Sector 3. We visited pretty much everything we can. There's no point in hanging around here any further. So we've got the choices of going to somewhere that's controlled by the Zoltan. It's a civilian sector. Or a hostile sector controlled by the rebels. I'm going to go with the Zoltan controlled sector for a couple of reasons. One, Zoltan controlled sectors usually have a reasonable amount of nebula in them, which will allow me to stay there for longer. And two, it's probably one of the best places to try and pick up a couple of Zoltan crew members. While Zoltan crew members have low hit points, they do provide a point of power to the system they're currently stationed to, and this is actually power that's immune to ion damage, which means if you put, say, 2 Zoltan crew into your shield section, that shield will always have 1 bubble available, which is very, very, very good in some situations where you're being assaulted with a fast ion gun. So let's head to the Zoltan sector and let's take a look at the map. So we got what looks like a reasonably well connected map, fairly sparse on beacons overall. A nice little blotch of nebula with the exit within the nebula, so it's going to take some sort of finagling to get as much use out of that as possible. But let's get started. I think I will start climbing at the left first and see what we can find. Well, that's a risk of the civilian sectors. They do tend to have fewer resource earning encounters in them. There's a store here. I might just let's visit the store right now, actually, because we've got a decent amount of material, and who knows what we can get. Like, for example, a scrap recovery arm. Scrap recovery arms are probably one of the most useful augments, at least at this stage of the game, because 10% more scrap from any source is really big shot in the arm. It makes a huge difference to how much scrap you can earn over the length of the game. I'm going to keep hold of this pipe beam for the time being. Get some more fuel. Before I make any repairs, what I will do is, let's see what we can. Well, let's first see if there's anything directly another store just directly adjacent to us, which there isn't, which is good. So I might spend a little bit more. It's going to cost us 105 to get that pike beam up and running. It'll also cost us 95 to get a second bar of shield up and running. I think possibly the extra gun is going to be of more use in the short term. I don't think we're going to and I'm going to not use the artillery beam for the time being, because whilst very, very powerful, it's a lot slower to charge than the pike, and what I'm planning on doing is synchronizing these 2 weapons' fire sequences. So I knock down their shields and then just slash across them with the beam. You'll see, hopefully, in the next combat encounter what I mean by that. So, having done that, I think we probably should repair a few points. What I really would like to get at some sooner than later is a hull repair drone. It costs 85 scrap, but it repairs 3 to 5 points of hull damage per activation which takes up a drone component. And at the moment, repairing is relatively cheap. It's 2 points per, but later on repairing will go for 3 points and later 4 points, and that means it becomes very cost effective to use drone parts for repair instead. Okay, so having said all that, let's jump to here and see another non-resource bearing encounter. So let's continue our journey through. Oh, and a random augment. A couple of times I've done this one before. I've gained the shield charge boost, which I think is actually a bit more useful to me than stealth weapons. I'll probably just sell that next store I come across. So, next to here, I think. Intruders. Zoltan border police deciding that oh no, we're going to enforce our laws on you, and hang on. Ooh, that's a lot of Zoltan. That's a lot of Zoltan. And they're probably going to go all into my engine compartment. Yes, they are. Okay. How to do this? Normally when... What weapons has he got? Yeah, we still want to keep our evasion up. Well... Yeah, I figured a couple of them will go in there. Okay, we've got them mostly where we want them. These guys. Yeah, our evasion's terrible at the moment. But our weapons are online. Can't really do very much on this first one, except just... Let's get the repair drone going. Melonie's fully healed, so I think we can... Okay, we can... Right. And we can just... Pike beam's got a really long beam, so this will mess them up big time. Oh yeah, that hurt. That hurt them a lot. Okay. We can actually afford to have our shields down right now, I think. That was a fraught early few moments. There we go. Okay, and we get some scrap. And... Okay. think what I'll do is... I think I'm going to come round this way and into Nebula from that bottom right beacon. Fusing all hails, the engineering cruiser is attacking us. And they've got a burst laser too, and quite an attitude, and a chunky defense drone. Right. Good. That drawing a beam can be an art in itself. Let's take out their shields. And, hurt their weapons, I mean. This is going to be it for them. Note how fast the NG cruisers got themselves back up and running again. Had to do that last shoot them down thing fast because I was not expecting to get a I was actually expecting one of those things to miss. Or two of the three to miss. Anyway, we got them. We didn't take too much damage, thankfully. What have we got next? I think we come to here, and then to there. Or we could go to here and then to there. That would be better. Eerily quiet. Intruders. Ooh. Okay. In this situation. Let's just have as many people packed into the med bay as possible. And then they'll just beat themselves to death on our intrepid crew. The only problem with this is that it's, again, another no resource gathered encounter. Which is aggravating, but yeah, they do happen. Let's just get air evened out so we can get back up to 80-85% oxygen. Okay, we can jump. And there's a store here. Trying to decide what the best route to try and sort of maximize our earnings in this thing. Yeah, if I think you're here, and then to the exit, and we can decide from there whether to go to the last two nebula nodes from there. Another scrap recovery arm could be good. Probably more useful would be the recruiting, and he's even got shield experience. Which, you know, Frederick's been learning, but he just doesn't have the experience yet. But now we've got a classic boarding party of, for me anyway, of a Mantis and a Rockman. Rockman's very good at tanking because of his health, and the Mantis just rips through the enemy. And then we've also got another point of power available to us, so I can start powering the artillery beam again. Ah, distress beacon. Yeah, distress beacons usually give good results. We can help with the malfunctioning defense system, and our NG crew will remotely repair its targeting beam, and we get a sweet, sweet halberd for our efforts. Although we can't power it yet. And I'd have to sell the pike beam to be able to do that, but that's actually kind of tempting. Maybe next sector. Really need to get moving back to moving toward the exit, maybe even looking at getting a second point of shields if we can. But nice thing about the asteroid field is that it actually puts the odds in our favour, in that the the asteroids will break the super shield relatively quickly. Good, that was a good little shot. Right, so the pike beam's armed again. I think I'll shoot for the okay. Now, I think I want to keep their weapon systems crippled. Maybe get then guidance offline as well. Right, there we go. Then again, I could just blow them up. That's, you know, that works as well. I think back to this store, then that last node, and then the exit. That seems to be the good. Oh, I was going to sell these stealth weapons. I completely forgot to do that earlier. Let's get our second point of shield up and then see what we've got left. How we can work the numbers from there. So again, we have to depower the artillery beam, but we've got 2 points of shielding now. I'm going to keep the halberd beam. I will place the pike beam with the halberd beam once it's once we have it. Once we can power it up, because the halberd beam's a 2-point beam, and that means that I don't have to fully knock down the enemy shield. I can reduce it to 1 point. Okay. Come to here. Oh, I was going to get some repairs in. Oh well, too late. Participate in the Zoltan study. Sometimes it's a trap, and you have to fight a pirate that's been holding some poor Zoltans hostage. But in this case, it isn't. Is there anything else I can do to improve my odds of survival? I think. Is either going to be that or improving my dodge is always good. Though we are low on power, I might, need to depower the oxygen to get, for brief intervals, to get the dodge chances up to 34%. So let's head to the exit beacon and see just what kind of mess I can get myself into. Okay, so this has got a 3-point shield, but thankfully there's no rebel fleet behind with anti-ship batteries. He does have a largish thing and a largish missile launcher and a 3-point burst laser. So, oh no, that's only a 2-point. And where are the boarders? The boarders are attacking our door control, which is fine. We can deal with that. Once all the air's out of this section, we can move our guys back into the infirmary. Right. Oh, that hurt. Did we lose anybody? I don't think we did. That's on fire. Of course it's on. No, we lost the mantis. Okay. Best laid plans and all that. Meanwhile, let's return fire. And we can't get through the shield right now. Might try one more time to get through their shield, and if it doesn't work, yes, good. Okay, let's just hurt their weapon systems a bit. They're on board, they're in the drone area. He's in the drone area. Okay, that guy can take that on. I think I am going to just leave this fight. I don't want to take any more damage. And we need to deal with this intruder. So I'm going to jump out. This section we can go to either just a generic civilian sector, or we can take a trip to the Uncharted Nebula, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. See you next video. This is Evan Malum, Captain Elon, signing out. This battle finish. Okay, that's it.